Why, hello there. Oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. Yeah, I fucking told you I'd do Wintertodt again, and, well, see, indeed. Yeah, that is... Oh, God. Also, you may have noticed that I'm Chick, indeed, of Mr. Mammals. That was certainly a bit of a surprise for myself, being in the company of one such as HORDE, but, alas... I would have been here without her anyhow, but... You know, one thing before I even start... Yeah, I made such a little deal of this, fifth pet indeed. Yeah, that I kind of forgot to show off the last time, yeah, and I just... kind of forgot about it, really. Yeah, I'll normally make a big deal with pets, but for some reason it's been the only kind of, dare I say, questing pet. It's one of those, it's quite hard to get access to, but then once you do get access to it, it's just kind of shit. Also, yeah, I was fast forwarding here on that, because this is an hour and a half clip, and oh fuck, this is going to be a very long one indeed. Yeah, so, yeah, that was that, so, alright, yeah, as I usually do, I bring my pets with me and that, and they chirp and all, it's, oh, so, yeah, essentially, as you probably recall from the last time, and that, essentially, the whole point of Wintertodt is, also for that temporary freeze it, yeah, the whole point of Wintertodt is one has to essentially learn how to, well, actually, this is the thing, since it's multi, also, you may be wondering, yeah, did I just see a phoenix? Yeah, actually, indeed, you get multiple colour ones now. That was something that's been revealed for quite a while, and it was only just recently, if not, maybe on that very day, I think. If not, no, probably the day before, that phoenixes were finally, you could recolour with the layers. Although, surprised if they not went up too high. I would have thought they would have skyrocketed. But nah, apparently they've maybe went up somewhere around 30-50%, which is decent, but not gigantic. I think people were thinking it was going to be 1,000 each, but no, it's only 250, so that helps. So, yeah, essentially, the general gist of it is you do the same as what you did before. Although I think I didn't do this the super efficient way. I think before I'd... Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I did something like, alongside fletching, I also had a... Oh, what was it? I had a bunch of potions to revive the guy because he kept getting knocked out because it was just the one person eventually. It was just like... Nah, it kept, like... I also needed a hammer as well to repair, which I don't bring, you know. I let others deal with that because... You know, that kind of thing. Also, as a general gist of things, I think before, I don't know if I had tuna if it was not monkfish and that, but yeah, tuna I've been using for a long time, but only recently have I now started to finally, you know, bring up the really cheap wine. Like, yeah, wine's generally a very bad source of food because, I mean, alright, it's decent, it's very good for what it offers, you know, 18-20 GP for just 13 HP. But it reduces, I could be mistaken in this and that, it's like, it might only reduce attacks, so generally if you're doing range, it's actually pretty decent, but, you know, then it comes to the whole problem of, well, yeah, it's like decent but not great, in that kind of sense. Yeah, no, and plus it takes up inventory space, you know, like, I don't know, like, one could argue for the Chaos Elemental, that wine's actually probably really fucking good. And you know, if I'm going to buy Chaos Element, that's something I might do, but alas, that is a boss I have not taken in a long time, ever since my membership, and I still haven't taken up on, so... If anything, I've died to it since I last tried it, you know, courtesy of Majorina 2, but oh well. Yeah, so it sounded like you could see the shenanigans, and oh fuck. Yeah, this is one of those places that's notorious for... You know, I will actually say, initially I was here for, like, to troll, like, once I was kind of finished up, and, you know, the books and that. But, funnily enough, I didn't get any reaction at all. You know, I'm not kidding you when I say this. I think the books are kind of fucked as well in terms of permutingness of, because it's not like with the, oh, what was it, horsey troll, you know, like, well, what was it? Oh, I forget. You know, is it, say nay to gambling? Yeah, people fucking saw that. You know, they saw that message indeed. and that, but, you know, once, like, I was permuted, that still stuck, but the books, you know, saying the whole, you know, of obviously that fucking, that fucking Celadon death one, you know, yeah, that one, yeah. Thy cause was false, thy skills did lack. See you in Lumbridge when you get back. Yeah, that would be so fucking funny if somebody died, but I don't think anybody saw that. But that would be so fucking good if I wasn't muted. But then again, if I wasn't muted, I'd be saying a hell of a lot more. But alas, here we are. So, I guess that is the same as that. Anyhow, I suppose with that said and done, may as well get on with the news. Why don't we? Yes, seeing as we've still got quite a bit to go through, and well, I reckon if all goes well, I can be done with it by the end of this clip. Alright, so, indeed, level 3, a fire cape. Such a, shall we say, revered accomplishment that has, as of the 13th of January this year, in 2020, finally achieved. Indeed, if I'm not mistaken, the lowest level fire cape back many years ago was 48, and that was, I think, recorded way back 2005 or 6. And people thought that was incredibly good, like godly even, you know, the looks of back then basically. And yeah, about 15, 40, you know, 40, 50 years later, you know, here we are, we finally got Wooks one. Actually, no, I tell a lie. This is what some Wooks will never be able to actually claim, less he goes for, like, say, level 3 less 1, but I doubt that's going to be the same thing, you know. Yeah, it was, actually, you'd think, okay, who was it? Rendy or Exact? Funnily enough, I think they've kind of clued this in together, because they both got it roughly the same time, though who exactly got this, you know, which point, I guess that's a secret they'll both keep away to themselves, you know, they'll know themselves who exactly got what, you know, like, I don't think it was in the same tech, but, yeah, I suppose they got both roughly the same time, and, you know, basically exactly, but, yeah, Rendy and Exact getting level 3 fire capes, and that's the race at an end, and that's an intriguing one, so, yeah, this is now making officially the fire cape low level content. Yeah, like, I'll admit, it took me, I don't know the exact date, it took me somewhere around, I think, it was one of my earlier videos as well, I think somewhere around February to the end of March, I want to say, you know, when I finally got my, you know, my own fire cape, level 110. Yeah, 110. And I'm like, yeah, I was even being fucking teased about it back then, but I chose not to. I thought, alright, I fucked up a second goal, which I did pretty good on. You're being ranger, although it wasn't with the toxic blowpipe, but I thought, alright, I'll hold out, you know, and eventually, actually, no, it was maybe a level 110, just got barely level 111, but alas, that is a fun one at that, so there we go with that. Now, this is a very, very good one. Oh god. I mean, there's only 3 pieces left, but fuck, this is the one I was wanting to come for. Yeah, a good one. So, Bounty Hunter 2 and the crisis that unfolded. All-time high. This was back, I believe, somewhere around the 20th of January. And yeah. This is when, basically, it seemed like Jagex were not giving a shit, because I was out for, like, I think, at that point, I want to say 4 months in that. Jagex didn't do anything. They just said, it's alright, you know, people are engaging, you know. Like, remember that excuse, yeah. But, you know, you want to know a similar named one, the Bounty Hunter, yeah, Hunter with the same name, and second word. And maybe, although, maybe not the sequel, but I wouldn't be surprised in the future. Yeah, RuneScape 3's got its on, and it's very, oh god. If that was to be brought over here, fuck. Digital suicide anymore, or homicide, dare I say, but alas, so that's the excuse they use. So it seemed like Torvesta, Torvesta got quite sick of this most bizarre, or shall we say, bullshit feedback, and very much, he took it into his own hands, you know. It used to be a friend was Jagex's golden boy, but he kind of got kicked out of that role and so was severely beaten to near death at that, if you want to get all visual imagery on us. But yeah, so essentially he's now in that position, and essentially he also, yeah, someone actually specifically pointed out my pet, which is a bit of an interesting one. Don't know if that's for good or bad. I suspect bad, but a twisted bow. And the thing is, I didn't have a twisted bow. I couldn't show off because of the dragon axe and all, but alas. But yes. So, Travesta pretty much went ahead public, like Randy did, and he got a whole bunch of shit. But interestingly, there was a difference in that, you know. Obviously, Travesta basically kind of went public the whole, what was going wrong, Jagex not doing anything. Basically, it's kind of safe to do, you know. And pretty much saying how to do it, you know. Saying it's actually relatively simple, it's not that hard, you know. There was a 40-hour limit, you know, with how you went about it. And at the end of the day, you know, the solution itself, well, the solution to fixing it wasn't actually that hard. But then again, he had to make them go ahead and actually force their hand, essentially, because it was like, you know, no big deal. You know, but then suddenly when Travesta of all people, made a deal about it, then it's suddenly like, oh shit, you know, we've got to kind of really step up our game. Then it's like, oh shit, now we've got to actually fucking fix it. And conveniently enough, I think just 3 or 4 days after the video was made, yeah, I think 24th, even though, like my birthday of all things, yeah, indeed, that was the day when Bounty Hunter and the Worlds was closed to the public. Totally wasn't because of a video that a certain very popular content creator made. No, nothing to do with that. Yeah, they've said this before, but I find that corporations are often prone to lying, you know. It's just coincidentally, we'll just say that much, coincidentally. Though I would dare say that Travesta got a very, very light. It's actually done this before, and but I forget the exact kind of video. I think it was to do the PvP kind of hack, not hack, a glitch thing where pretty much if you hurt yourself in a certain way, and then if you died, then technically you still register under monster death. So to the person killing you, they wouldn't get your drop, but you would. So you could just come back and, you know, so long as you didn't get your ass handed to you, you could just get back your items fairly easily. And they wouldn't be able to at all, so, you know, that was that. But that was back, like, I think, a year and a half, not close. Yeah, something about that, a year and a half ago. And probably, I think over 2 years ago, if like that. Yeah, such a long time ago it was, oh fuck. But yeah, so essentially that's kind of been the whole situation regarding that. But anywho, yeah. So I suppose moving on from that, just the whole Rendy didn't get so say let off so well that whereas Travesta and no. But I don't know, maybe Peking Crowd's just that kind of forgivingness, whereas the PVMing maybe not so much, and well, plus he was a bit spiteful with not winning last year's Golden Gnome is a word, but hell, I suppose people are forgiven. I'm like, that's the thing you got to take the account of Reddit. The hive mindset is very much, you know, if they hate you, they will fucking let you know. But if they love you, it's funny, you can be hated, you can be loved, then hated, then loved again, you can be hated, then loved, and then wait back to hate about it. Yet that last one's not been really seen yet. You've never seen someone, like, that would be the case of Emily, you know, hated, then loved, and then going back to hate again, but she's never really earned that. Yeah, no? So, there's that. So, next part, yes, Jagex, as a result of their closure of Bounty Hunter, is now moving the Gmo upgrade, I think it's the on-it handle, to the last standing store temporarily. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that's not the case, because that's also making Last Standing very popular. And you know, same with the Celadon tier. And as I forgot to mention here, yeah, indeed, these are items that are making the Last Standing quite valuable, to a point where it's been roughly calculated that depending on which items you pick, you can get assuming you earn about 50 points an hour, you can get up to like 500k an hour free to play, as was imagined back then. You know, like that's crazy money to be made there, you know? No fucking kidding. Like, this is somewhere it's like you're very much able to make bank on something that I imagine Jagex wasn't intended. Like, you know, back in my day, you know, the moneymaker free to play was essentially, actually, you could say theoretically, you can earn like 1,000 points on last standing, and you can't do anything with it, save for buy the Diamond Armor. You know, that's about it. No halos, none of the attachments, none of that, no. You have to actually be a member to do it, but with those points, once you become a member, like, fuck, what would 1,000 be again? Just trying to think here. 10, 60, 66. Yeah, that would be somewhere along lines of, dare I say, something like about, oh god, like 15's 1 mil, so yeah, that would be like, what, 66 million? No, I'm getting that wrong. Yeah, well, 33, 34 million, which is a huge, gargantuan amount of cash, but, I mean, even then you can't exactly sell off anything like that on free to play, you know, so that's the catch. You get all the points in the world, but you need to apply for membership to actually use the damn thing, so there's that, but I have my own plans for Last Standing again. Yeah, considering that I am interested in getting started in Halo, but we'll see where the prices lie by the time I go back for membership again. I mean, fuck. I don't apply. I do not plan to go for membership again until probably right at the end of February, if not early March. And that, so we'll see what that aligns and that, but god damn. Alright, last one, and seeing as I'm finishing up here, Charlotte Aldorf. Still plenty of time, surprisingly. Yeah, so Jagex's manual automatic macro view system banning new players. Yeah, this is something that's been a bit of a top of contention, I've noticed, because, yeah, people on old school RuneScape were getting quite riled up, especially new people playing the game, you know, and like just testing around, like, well, what are you even testing around? Just exploring, doing, you know, newbie-like things and that. And then, consequently, the macro system seems to think that, you know, it's one thing for speedrunners where they go through tutorial extremely fast, and then right after their account's done with it, then it gets banned, or even banned in the middle of it. But for new players, that doesn't really seem to apply. And that, you know, it's, yeah, very much a different kettle altogether. And also, yeah, getting compliment from a pet once again. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just that kind of thing altogether. And alright, I think that's that done. So, yeah, essentially, the thing with a pet, no, what, that, fuck, getting lost of track here, yeah. The thing with the system and it detecting people, it seems to be there's some unusual factors involved in getting the, I don't know actually, this is what gets me, because I feel like Jagex has become, shall we say, reliant on the system of banning people automatically. You know, back in the day, you know, when there was like the bot nukes and that, even under the management of IVP, you know, the investment venture partners, so daring it was that IVP was actually censored. And I wouldn't be, well, actually the full name wasn't, but that was a recipe for censorship, shall we say, indeed. And I don't know if the saying goes for Fucon now, I've never tried, but alas, indeed. You'll see in the background, essentially, yeah, this is very much me going over the crates of the word, and I'd already was hoping, because I did Scoso just before this, and I was hoping to get the pet, you know, that I would have fucking loved that. That would have been the dream to see. You have a funny feeling you've been followed at the Grand Exchange. Alas, I did not get that lucky, which is a bit of a spoiler, but I mean, the loot was, I think, pretty alright of things concerned. If memory serves me right, also that would have been a very good one. Yeah, you notice that the only good ones you get here are the seeds. Like, that's the best drops you can get. You know, if even a fifth of your overall loot is in seeds, you know, you're very good. But air's just shit. Like, yeah, the UCs was also really good. And that, they're quite valuable. So, essentially, the best skill you can get is probably, besides fire making, is to get the farming and that, you know. Also, no, did I? I don't know if I did record it. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. So, see here. Indeed. Okay, no, I misremembered. Yeah, 636k for about roughly 90 minutes of Wintertodt. So, yeah, you're looking about, what, 400k-ish an hour? Indeed. Not too shabby. But, my god. Yeah, all the do Wintertodt for train fire making and that, you know. Yeah, Jagex, I meant to say that this was too good experience, but I guess if they're too far in it now to reverse it, so... Indeed. Ah, man, Wintertodt, you are too good, but... Oh, man. And there we go, yawning away. Now, back at... Yep, last one standing. Indeed, this is not old footage, it's actually quite recent, and yes... I felt I had to record this one because of simply... What is it? The shenanigans, as it were. Oh, fuck. Bloody hell. Yeah. Notice this here, eh? Lots of new ranks, but... Yes, I'm actually among them. Yeah, the guy not only added me, he actually gave me a rank, but not just any rank, but he gave me a fucking sergeant rank. Why? I have no idea. The guy, I guess, just thought, well... Alright, here's this new fellow who's totally not boosted before, you know, like, some AFK this whole way, and it's just fucking hilarious. But, I'm not going to complain. Now it makes me look all the more legit, like, oh, here's the sergeant, he's bound to be trusted. Nope. So until someone complains about me, I very much go, oh, yeah, until somebody complains about me, yeah, very much, I've got the rank. Also, fuck. Oh boy, give me a second. I have got something wrong. Indeed. Alright, yeah. Trying to type in my password. Yeah, I suspect I got it wrong there. Oh boy. Yeah, going for this again. Alright, there we go. So, guess we'll just cancel that. And indeed. Yeah. Finally, we've got something a bit different here. Yeah, you remember this screen again. Now, there's a specific reason why I wanted to show off the login screen. Not just because I was being lazy, but, you know, indeed that... You know this recolor little message here? It's a bit nifty in that, indeed, every time you log in and log out, you do get a different one. This, unfortunately, is the honorary one. You've obviously seen the blue, the green, the purple, the white. I've never seen the red one, and though it's barely different from the orangey one, which is the default. Oh, no, is it? No, it's yellow. Fuck. I don't know, the yellow one doesn't look much different, but alas. Indeed, this is the new one. This is kind of how they've got their ads and that. Yeah, Nightmare of Ashihama. Get ready, live on the 6th of February, which coincidentally enough, this is the 5th today, so very much is going to release as of tomorrow. However, I will not be there to celebrate it. Indeed, I've never actually visited, if you can believe it, although this is spoilers ahead, I'm not. I've never once visited Sleep. This is where the Nightmare of Ashima boss is going to be proceeding in, you know? Yeah, it's kind of going to be one of those things, so... Oh boy. But yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, this is it, yeah. Surprisingly far less busy than what it normally be, because then this is approximately 11:30 in the morning. Also, fuck that screen. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, indeed. Here I am lording against, you know, lording amongst everybody else and that. Yep. Man. I gotta show off that twisted bow on, eh? Man. I'll tell you though, it feels good having this twisted bow. You know? The beautiful twisted bow. And I remember last time, you know, I don't know why, I don't know if I unequipped it. I think I did, and then, because Castle Wars are Obers, which I'm, you know, kind of iffy with the time being, but we'll see. So then I didn't have a twistable by the time I came back, but now I do, and there's no real reason for the time being to unequip it. So essentially, yeah, I can do all the fancy stuff, and you know, man, I gotta love that though. Suppose I might as well just leave it like this. Anywho, so I suppose, yeah, just to finish off this news here, yeah. So essentially, the reason why this recent issue is being a bit controversial is because there's also been threads where people have said almost the same thing. But people say, oh, you're just faking being noob, or, oh, you know, nice try, you know, like trying to get unbanned, you know, kind of thing. Like, I think it's interesting. You get the skeptics that are sometimes on the right path, but other times they're just like, you know, I often wondered, about these skeptics, like, you know, because it seems to be it doesn't matter what the popular opinion is, whether it's positive or negative, once that popular opinion becomes popular, then people just seem to, oh, it's got so many votes, we'll just continue adding to it, and then anything's negative, so once it gets like 10 negative downvotes or below, there's like, oh, that's just like lies, or you just, you know, it's that hive mind mentality, and I have heard multiple people saying that's why Reddit's not a good place for meaningful discussion, and I actually have to agree with that. You know. Also, what the fuck? Ah, cabbage. Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. Oh, indeed. But yeah, so essentially that's why I feel like with me personally, with Reddit, the only way you can get any kind of discussion more meaningful with that is to essentially go on it when, you know, there's like, say something's bad, like, you know, some shit update or that's done something very controversial indeed. And yeah, that's very much the only way you'll get any kind of meaningful discussion at that. Because then people actually get angry, so they don't do the whole usual humorous bullshit, so just memes and that. Like, I can't really stand the memes, but it depends on the mood, and sometimes they're nice, other times it's just, you know, like, this is space that could be saved for something else, you know. But, I mean, who knows? Oh, who knows? Also, yeah, because I'm no longer on members, yeah. Indeed, I've got to do it this way. And also, this is making typing quite the farce indeed. Oh boy. I dare say that some people on Norlist have been on there for ages, have been saving, but it's just, yeah. And God knows, eventually, yeah, I'll have to clear up the Norlist yet again on that, but who knows. So anyway, I suppose that ought to do it, and seeing as, yeah, this ought to be it, and yeah, essentially, that is it. So I shall be heading off shortly because I've got a lot to do today, and hence why I'm doing it early in the morning, and well, indeed, fun times are ahead, eh? Alright. What to even do? Also, this twat. Well. Fuck. Do I even need a special mode for this? Fuck it. Just, yeah. May as well head on off, eh? So, till then, folks.